If you're over 60, these 7 medications may affect your memory and balance. Yes, you heard that right. Not rare exotic pills, not mysterious hospital drugs. I'm talking about everyday medicines sitting quietly in your cabinet right now looking innocent, but secretly plotting against your memory and your balance. You know that moment when you walk into a room and forget why you're there? Everyone laughs and says, "Oh, senior moment." But sometimes it's not age at all. Sometimes it's your medication pulling the strings. Before you panic and toss your pill bottles into the trash, take a breath. This video is educational, not medical advice. Don't stop anything suddenly. For example, let's take a calm, clear, and maybe even a little funny walk through how aging changes our relationship with medicine, which drugs raise the red flags, and how you can talk to your doctor about safer options. And yes, we'll end with a simple 3-step checklist, because nobody needs another complicated plan, especially when memory and balance are on the line. Why aging plus medications can be a tricky combo. Here's the deal. As we age, our body changes. The liver and kidneys, the organs that clean up medications, work a little slower. The brain becomes more sensitive to chemical nudges. Even our inner ear, the balance center, doesn't have the same spring in its step. So what happens? A pill that felt harmless at 40 suddenly acts like a heavyweight champion at 70. That mild sleep pill, now it's making you woozy in the morning. That allergy tablet, suddenly it feels like brain fog in a bottle. It's not that medicine is bad, it's that your body is different now. And side effects like confusion, memory loss, dizziness, or slow reaction times aren't just annoying. They can lead to falls, broken bones, and a real hit to independence. Here's the scary stat. In people over 65, medication side effects are one of the leading causes of falls, and falls are one of the top reasons older adults lose independence. So yes, this matters. Number 1, anticholinergics. Let's start with the sneakiest troublemaker. Anticholinergics. These drugs are often used for overactive bladder, allergies, motion sickness, or even colds. On the surface, they sound helpful. But here's the problem. They block a brain chemical called acetylcholine. And guess what acetylcholine is good for? Memory, focus, and smooth thinking. So when you block it, your brain gets a little foggy. In older adults, that fog can turn into confusion, poor concentration, and sometimes even hallucinations. Combine that with dizziness, and you guessed it, a higher risk of falling. The safer play? Ask your doctor about newer, gentler options. For bladder problems, medicines like mirabegron may work without fogging the brain. For allergies, non-sedating options like loratadine or cetirizine are much kinder to memory. Think of it this way, your bladder may feel overactive, but your brain shouldn't have to underperform to fix it. Number 2, benzodiazepines. Next up, benzodiazepines. These are drugs like diazepam, lorazepam, or alprazolam, often prescribed for anxiety, panic attacks, or trouble sleeping. Short term, they calm the brain. But in older adults, they don't just calm it, they slow it way down. That means memory lapses, slower thinking, and sometimes balance issues that feel like your legs are made of jelly. Doctors often describe them as tripping hazards in a pill bottle. And they're addictive, which makes things worse. Safer options include therapy, relaxation training, or short-term sleep coaching. Even newer medications may be less risky than benzodiazepines. Picture this, your anxiety pill takes away your worry, but then you forget what you weren't worried about. Not a fair trade, right? Number 3, sleeping pill Z drugs. Let's talk about sleeping pills like zolpidem, zaloplan, or esopiclone, sometimes called Z drugs. They promise a good night's sleep. Sounds perfect. But the next morning? Grogginess, poor memory, and a higher chance of falling on your way to the bathroom. Here's the ironic part. They can actually make sleep worse in the long run because your brain never learns healthy sleep patterns. And when you're older, the side effects hit harder. Doctors now suggest non-drug approaches like cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, sleep hygiene strategies, or if a pill is needed, low-dose melatonin or Rameltian. These mimic your natural sleep hormone and are less likely to leave you staggering like a zombie in the morning. Remember, the goal is to sleep like a baby, not wobble like a toddler at 3 a.m. Number 4. First-generation antihistamines. You know those allergy pills you grab at the pharmacy? Diphenhydramine, chlorpheniramine, and friends? They're called first-generation antihistamines, and while they're cheap and everywhere, they're also a drowsiness trap. In younger folks, maybe it just makes you a little sleepy. In older adults, it can cause real confusion, blurred vision, dry mouth, and serious balance problems. Add them up, and you've got a recipe for accidents. Luckily, there are better options. Second-generation antihistamines like loratadine or cetirizine don't cross into the brain as much, so they're less likely to make you foggy or unsteady. An allergy pill that makes you too dizzy to leave the house. That's not relief, that's house arrest. Medication class, number 5. Tricyclic antidepressants. Once upon a time, tricyclic antidepressants like amitriptyline or nortriptyline were the gold standard for depression, nerve pain, or even migraines. They still work, but the price tag in older adults is high. They affect acetylcholine, just like anticholinergics, which means memory problems, confusion, and dizziness are common. Safer choices include SSRIs or SNRIs, which are newer antidepressants that usually have fewer cognitive side effects. For nerve pain, options like duloxetine can help without causing the same brain fog. Sure, these pills may lift your mood, but if they also lift your chances of falling down the stairs, that's not exactly progress. Number 6. Opioid painkillers. Now let's talk opioids medications like oxycodone, hydrocodone, or morphine. They're powerful for pain, but they come with powerful risks. Drowsiness, slowed reaction time, confusion, and of course, addiction. For older adults, the risk of fall skyrockets with opioids, and once a fall happens, recovery can be long and painful. Sometimes the cure causes more problems than the pain itself. Safer strategies include acetaminophen, topical gels, physical therapy, or even non-drug approaches like heat, exercise, or acupuncture. If opioids are absolutely needed, the key is lowest dose, shortest time, constant monitoring. You want relief from back pain, not a one-way ticket to the emergency room. Number 7. Muscle relaxants. Last but not least, muscle relaxants, cyclobenzaprine, carisoprodol, and others. They sound great for spasms or back pain, but in older adults they can be sedating, confusing, and downright dangerous. They slow your brain and your reflexes, which is a terrible combo when you need to stay steady on your feet. The safer play is physical therapy, stretching, yoga, or even heat pads. These can ease muscle pain without turning your living room into a slippery obstacle course. A pill that makes your muscles relax but your body collapse. Hard pass. Your 3-step checklist. Now that you know the 7 culprits, here's your action plan. Don't worry, it's simple, practical, and only takes a few minutes. Step 1. Make a list of every medication you take, including over-the-counter pills, supplements, and vitamins. Write them all down. Even the harmless allergy pills count. The hidden risks often come from the bottles you don't even think twice about. Step 2. Sit down with your doctor or pharmacist and review the list. Ask, do I still need this? Could it be affecting my memory or balance? Is there a safer option now that I'm older? This is your chance to advocate for yourself because doctors can't always spot every risk unless you bring it up. Step 3. Work out a safe plan together. That might mean switching to newer medications, lowering the dose, or trying non-drug strategies. Sometimes the smallest changes, like moving from a sedating pill to a gentler alternative, can dramatically improve clarity and steadiness. The key is doing it under medical guidance, never cold turkey. Here's the bottom line. Foggy memory, clumsiness, and those so-called senior moments aren't always just aging. Sometimes it's your medicine, and that means you have more power than you think. With the right review and a good doctor conversation, you can protect your brain, your balance, and your independence. So don't let your medicine tell your story. Save this video, share it with your friends and family, and most importantly, talk to your doctor. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more health insights, and tap the notification bell so you never miss an update.